Hey guys, thanks for jumping on the call. My name's Belle Carter, and I'm here to share with you about how you can start traveling for 5 stars at 2-star prices. Alright, so let's get to it. Now, our company is called World Ventures. I don't know if you've heard of it, but we've been around for 10 years, starting in the US and been in Australia for the last 2 years. So if you're relatively new to Australia, it's a completely word of mouth company. So if you haven't heard of us, it's just because your friends don't know us. So we don't pay for any marketing, so that's why you haven't heard of us. Okay, so who's heard of Skype, Netflix, Uber? These are all disruptors in their own industries. Now, what did Skype do to long distance? Long distance calling was expensive and it always cut out and things. And what did Skype do to that? Skype, sorry, excuse me. Skype has disrupted the long distance call industry. No one makes long distance calls anymore. It's expensive. It's always dropping out, and this way you can see your family too. So it's disrupted that industry. And now you see other ones coming up related to Skype, kind of like Skype. Netflix. Have any of you guys noticed how your local Blockbuster down the street's not there anymore? Yeah, they've all closed down because of Netflix. So what Netflix did to the video rental industry was that no one wanted to pay late fees anymore, etc. It's just more convenient in the comfort of your own home. So that's why Netflix is taking the world by storm. And our latest one is Uber. Uber is disrupting the taxi service industry. So it's just so much more convenient and it's cheaper and it's a better service using Uber. So what have these three things got in common? They're all apps. Skype doesn't own any phones. Netflix doesn't own any movies, any DVDs. Uber doesn't own any taxis. Now there is a new app in town and it's in the travel industry and it's called Dream Trips. That is what I'm here to talk to you about today. So Dream Trips is disrupting the travel industry. It's only a matter of time until it's just like Skype, Netflix, and Uber, and it's a household name. Now I'll show you what Dream Trips is doing to the travel industry this month. Okay, so who knows this guy? Shaquille O'Neal. He is a $350 million name. That's his net worth. And he has just recently joined our travel club. Who knows this guy? Shemar Moore, Criminal Minds. Well, he's jumped off Criminal Minds and recently joined our travel club. And so if you wanna, so you guys know these guys, so there's a bit of social proof for you. It's getting out there. Now, how does Blinkits work? Well, back in 2005, these two guys were asking themselves, why don't people do more things that they want? Why don't they see more places they want to go? Why don't they do that? And it came down to time and money. So they came up with an idea based on the Costco business model. So Costco is a wholesaler, and the way they get their amazing low prices is because they've got 65 million members, and so they've got the buying power of 65 million people. So they can buy with that much and pass on the savings. Now that's what we do with our signature product, Dream Trips. World Ventures is the company, and Dream Trips is just one of the products we have. Now, our company has won numerous awards in the travel industry, the Best Travel Awards, World Travel Awards. So after you've watched this webinar, if you're still unsure, just go and have a look on the Magdalene Awards and look up our company and see how much we've won. We've been in Europe, North America, Asia, and next stop, Australia. So what's in a membership? You've got your Dream Trips, Voluntours, app, booking engine, price spreads, rate shrinker, concierge, Dream Trips local. Now these things aren't going to mean much to you right now, but that's what I'm going to go over today in this webinar. Alright, so I'll show you some trips. Who would like to go to Cairns? Cairns Great Barrier Reef. It's one of the most beautiful places in Australia, especially in winter time when everyone else is cold. Up here in Cairns, it's perfect blue skies, 25 degrees every day. So a film called Come and Thaw Out Up Here. So, with this trip, we've got 3 nights at the Pullman Hotel. Now, you know the Pullman chain. It's a really good chain, isn't it? So we've got day breakfast, which in itself is huge because the day breakfast there is a buffet, and it's a beautiful buffet, quite pricey, but that's included in your package. And you've also got one lunch, one dinner, and a full day at the Great Barrier Reef. Now you're looking at around about 180 for that Great Barrier Reef tour at retail price, but that's included. All of that's included in the 369 you see here. Now you see this part here how it says apply up to 150 points. Well, I'll tell you how you can get those points in a little while, but you can literally take $150 off this price. So bring it down to that 220 for the first person and then 369 for the next person. Now, this is all in US dollars, so keep that in mind because the company is American, so we do everything in US for now. Now, if you are thinking, hey, I can't get work off or I've got to save up for this and you don't want to miss out, then you really don't need to worry because these trips come up all the time. You can see dates here. These are already past dates, or most of them are, but it's just an example. We bring the same trip, we bring them up a few times a year so you don't have to miss out. Okay, who would like to go to Thailand? It's not that far from us in Australia, so we may as well head over there. Hey? Now it looks beautiful. So this one is 3 nights at the Adaman Embrace Resort and Spa. You've got your daily breakfast, one lunch, and 3 dinners on this one. And you've got a full day Phuket City tour and the sunset sailing catamaran dinner and airport transfers. That's a really good trip. And the same thing applies. You can take 150 points off the price of that, bring it down to 229, 220 something for the first person, and 369 after that. Now, that's pretty amazing that you've got airport transfers in there. Hey. So, I just did a quick bit of research. Let's go over to booking.com. So, I put in the same date in the Pullman, and this is how much you're looking at just for accommodation at the Pullman. Doesn't include anything. This is more than the price of the whole day trip. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about here. So what's the date of that one? It's 17th to the 20th of July. Let's just, it's a past date. I can't really look it up. So, yeah, but this is an example. That's 348 for 3 nights. Just for the hotel, just for the accommodation. So you can see the kind of value that you're getting with dream trips. They save you a whole lot of money. And then again, you've got your points that you can take off. Now we've got all different types of trips. Who knows Doctor Who and Game of Thrones? We've got trips for you kinds of people, which is pretty awesome. And then again, you can apply 300 points off of this trip for Game of Thrones and 75 for Doctor Who. And then we've got things like active sports, arts and culture, cruises, culinary, health and wellness, so you can go on like a spa weekend or whatever. And then we've got like amusement parks. We have Disney trips all over the world. You can go to Disney. And sporting events like we have trips to the Super Bowl, and it's only a matter of time until State of Origin has a trip, I'm sure. We've got something called Welcome Dream Trips, and Welcome Dream Trips are just like what I showed you, except that if you book them in your first 90 days, you get a better price than normal members. So it brings them down to about 280 instead of 369, and you can still take off some points of those, but you have to check individually. But yeah, it's Welcome Dream Trips are normally just a short trip. But with all of our trips, you can always extend them because as Australians, we don't want to go somewhere for just 3 days. So you can always call and get it extended a few days or however many. Now, we have the World Ventures Foundation. That's part of I don't know if you can see my head going, but that's what this is, World Ventures Foundation. What we have are volunteers. Your monthly membership fee, your World Ventures The World Ventures Foundation is 100% funded by members' fees, so you know what your money is going towards. So we've got things called bottle schools. So in places like Guatemala, they don't have a waste system, and they've also lacking schools. So with uh, sorry, we deal with both of those problems in one go. So we get the plastic bottles, fill them up with rubbish, and use that as insulation for the schools. And we've built over 100 schools in different places all over the world. So that's really cool. That's something that we do. Now, on a volunteer, you can't use any Dream Trips points off the price because the price that you pay is going towards supplies and all those kinds of things, supplies, water, food for the kids, and everything like that. So that's exactly what you're paying for in your tour. So with a volunteer, you can basically go and help out either teaching English or helping supply clean water or reforestation, building bottle schools. We did one on the Gold Coast, and that was cleaning up the PCYC. We renovated the inside, and then on another one we cleaned up the back, just redid the outdoors. So just with the big bricks down there. So you've got all different kinds, and they go from like 2 nights, 6 nights. There's a whole different range of ones you can go on. And it's not just volunteering. So you do a few days of volunteering with the kids, giving back, and then whatever area you're in, you can go and do tours. So in some places you can go help out, build a bottle school for a couple of days, and then you go and see Machu Picchu, go on tours and stuff like that around there. Now I found this one here, and that's a cruise, which is pretty awesome. And the cruise goes from Miami down to the Dominican Republic. So you're just like going on a normal cruise. So you get on the boat, you cruise down there, do what you normally do on a cruise on a sea day, just hang out, relax, eat, and then you get to the Dominican Republic and you go and teach kids English or whatever is needed there, and then you get back on the boat and cruise back home. So that's a pretty cool trip. Now, when you sign up, you get your own app. You've also got a desktop version, but this is what it looks like. So when you're booking flights and things, what do you normally go on? Webjet, Expedia, things like that. So when you sign up, you get your very own booking engine. Now, when you book on here, you're still going to see that Qantas, Virgin, Emirates, wherever you're flying to, you'll see those normal airline carriers, but you'll just see members' prices. And the same with hotels, car hire, activities. But activities basically means wherever you are in the world. So say you're in Sydney, you go to activities and type in Sydney, and it will come up with a whole list of things that you can do in Sydney at members' prices. They also have cruises and hideaways. Hideaways is like going on Airbnb. So if you have a big group of people, then you will need a whole house or something. So you go and you do hideaways. Now, in my family, we like to book cars. My mum came up to visit me probably 2 months ago now, and she asked me if I could hire her a car. So this one down here, the bottom one, that's from my side. And then, so I could see it says Europe car, so I went onto Europe car and saw what's the difference in price. So I got Mitsubishi ASX or similar, and it was 244 US on my side, which is roughly 320 Australian. And then, but I made a little bit of a mistake in the screenshot, and the dates are slightly out. There's one extra day on this one. So I just did a quick comparison for you, and it worked out to be $65 per day on my side and $93 per day on the Europe car side. So I saved my mum about $120, which is pretty awesome. And that's exactly what you get with your membership. Now, because you think this car looks a bit more, obviously that it looked like the same car, this was my first time using it, so I was just wondering, oh my god, how's this gonna go? What kind of car are we gonna get? So this is me and my brother, and we didn't get a Mitsubishi ASX because they were all sold out, so they just upgraded us to this car here. Now, when you're going to go and buy something and you've got two options, you've got one with a guarantee and one without a guarantee, you're going to get the one with a guarantee, aren't you? So what I loved about this when I signed up is there are a few really great guarantees. The first one is if you want it, so you've got 7 days. If you book a dream trip, you've got 7 days to try and find it cheaper anywhere else. So you can scour the internet, call everyone you know, try and find it cheaper elsewhere. And if you do, on the rare chance that you do, you'll receive 100% refund from World Ventures and you'll go on that trip for free. We're not like Bunnings and beat it by 10%, we'll beat it by 100%. So that is pretty amazing. So if you feel upset, you never need to be upset if you find it cheaper. You need to basically rejoice. So another great price pledge. Okay, I'll tell you about the price pledge. So if you're booking a flight, when you're gonna go and book a flight, it's pretty stressful. You don't know if you're gonna find it cheaper. A little bit nerve-wracking. So if you book your flight with us and then you have a look on another site and you find it cheaper in the same day, we just take a screenshot of that and send it through to Rovia Price Pledge, and you will receive 150% refund on the difference of the price. So if you were to book a flight for $1,000 and you found it for $500 the same day, they would refund you $750. It's pretty awesome. Another amazing piece of technology we have is called RateShrinker. And what that does is from the time you book your flight up until you check in, RateShrinker scans the internet every 27 minutes looking to see if your flight has dropped in price. And if it does, they will send you an email saying, hey, your flight's dropped in price. We've just refunded you the difference. Okay? So that's pretty sweet. You can't really lose anymore. You don't need to stress about if there's going to be a sale in a few months or whatever, because with this one, you never lose. Okay, so when I set it up, I thought that's awesome. I thought it'd be stuff I can use, but I've got to work right now, or I've got to save some money. I can't go on holidays right now. So what can I use right now? Well, who would like their own personal assistant? Yeah, that's what you get as soon as you sign up. On any of our memberships, you get your own personal assistant. There for you 24/7. She can do stuff like reserving restaurants. She can go and pack and pair things for you. If you want to find something in the cheapest, just call them up and they'll find it for you and tell you exactly where to go to get it the best price. That includes like a concert tickets and event tickets. They can source those for you or get them cheapest at the cheapest price. You also get things like wake up calls. So you can just call them up. Hey, can you wake me up tomorrow at 7 a.m.? They'll say no worries. Next day your phone will be ringing at 7 a.m. and they'll say, good morning. Would you like your horoscope read or would you like a motivational speech to start your day? Pretty cool, hey? Beats an alarm clock, that's for sure. And so you get that service completely for free, which is pretty amazing because they'll do basically anything for you. Now we have something that's just new in Australia. It's all over the world, but in most cities all over the world, but it's still relatively new here. It's just in Sydney and Melbourne, but it is rolling out all over Australia really fast. What that is Dream Trips Local. So what happens is Dream Trips partners with your local restaurants and gives you special perks. So you go on your app and you search for somewhere to eat and it will give you all these options. And on there you can see what perks you get at each place, which is like maybe a free dessert or a free glass of wine or maybe a special menu just for a Dream Trips member. And then you can also type in how much you estimate you're going to spend there. Do you estimate you're going to spend $100? And it will tell you how much Dream Trips points you'll get back doing that. So you receive a portion of your bill back, a percentage of your bill back in Dream Trips points. So you are literally eating your way to a holiday. So those points go straight into your account to use if you can book with them that very day as soon as they're in. So that's something really exciting coming out. So we've got two memberships. We've got Platinum and we've got Gold. Now Gold, you get everything I've just talked about already, all of that, and that's $200 US initial, the joining fee, plus your $50 per month. And then you've also got Platinum. So the difference between Platinum and Gold is there's a few, extra perks. So what happens is, say if you're going on a dream trip, When you arrive in your room, you're going to get wine and chocolate. Not just a box of roses, not even a box of Lindt. You're going to get some fancy handcrafted chocolate. Okay? And you can get stuff like room credit and what else can you get? You can get early check-in, late check-out, which is great. And most of our trips we have airport transfers, which is really great. Who knows what it's like to be in a city you don't know and don't know where to go, don't know where's the best way to get to your hotel, anything like that. Well, you get airport transfers in most of your trips. So if you're a gold member, you'll have your bus pass, and which is great. You get a free ticket on the bus, and you go and wait for the bus. If you're a platinum member, you get off the plane, and you'll see someone holding a card with your name on it, and they'll take your bag and walk you to your limousine, and then drive you straight to your hotel. So that's a little bit of a difference between the gold and platinum. You also get 24-hour early access to dream trips. So we get new dream trips put out every week. Last year we had 5,000 dream trips. This year we're going to have 11,000 by the end of the year. So we have things sometimes like $69 cruises. Gold members don't even get looking at those because platinum members get to see them the day before. So obviously the platinum's going to book it all out before the gold members even get to see them. So you've also got stuff like free room upgrades or half price room upgrades. And to be platinum, you pay $300 joining fee and $100 per month. That's US dollars, remember, guys. So I told you before about Dream Trips points that you can take off Dream Trips. Now, when you sign up as a gold member, you get 200 Dream Trips points immediately in your account. As a platinum member, you get 300 points immediately in your account. Now, I'll tell you what your monthly fee is paying for. You're not just paying for the World Ventures Foundation. You're also accruing those fees. So we have a loyalty program. Every year you're in World Ventures, you get all your money back in Dream Trips points. So if you're a gold member, on the anniversary of your sign up, you will receive 600 Dream Trips points in your account. And if you are if you're a platinum, you will receive 1,200 Dream Trips points in your account. Now you've got 12 months to book with those. You don't have to take the holiday, you just have to book within 12 months. And that's the same with your initial 200 and 300. So you can see you really are not losing any money. All you are doing is saving for a holiday. As long as you use your Dream Trips points, then you don't lose anything, okay? Which is really awesome. So the worst case scenario today, if you were to sign up today, your worst case scenario would basically be that you'd be tempted to go on some really amazing holidays, be treated like a VIP, and make some awesome memories. Best case scenario is you're going to go on hundreds of holidays over your lifetime, extra holidays that you wouldn't have been able to go on without World Ventures, okay? So World Ventures really takes the stress out of going on holiday. It is actually stressful planning a holiday. If you've ever done it before, especially if you're planning for a group, that's another thing your concierge can do for you. They can plan a holiday for you because maybe the dream trip isn't available at the time you want to go or in a place you want to go. We've got dream trips all over the world: Asia, Africa, Australia, North America, South America. All over the world, we have dream trips, over 11,000 this year. So you're going to find one that you want. But if there isn't one, you can always call your concierge and get them to take care of everything. Tell them what you want, how much you want to spend, how many of you is going, what dates are going, and they will take care of everything for you. Okay, so at the moment we have a special promo on, and that's if you sign up, you receive an extra 50% Dream Trips points. So if you're gold, you pay your 200, you receive your 200 on the day you sign up, and 1 month from now you receive an extra 100 Dream Trips points. If you're a platinum member, you get 300 points today, and then in 1 month's time you receive another 150 Dream Trips points in your account to use straight away, completely free, completely complimentary. Now, something that's really awesome that we have in Dream Trips for Adventures is that if you refer 4 friends Just like if you have a really good internet bill or internet service, or you have a great restaurant, you tell your friends about it, don't you? You don't keep it to yourself. When you like something and you're excited about it, you share it. So if you refer four friends, you don't have to pay your monthly fees anymore. They're waived as long as they stay active and use that product. As long as they pay their fee, then you won't have to pay yours anymore. But you will still receive your annual Dream Trips points in your account, your 600 or your 1200. So that's really awesome. Just share it with your friends. Go on a trip, have an amazing time, then share it with your friends. So we've got three different types of people on this call today. We've got an A, those are people who want to get started now. They want to start looking at their trips. They want to start taking their friends, family, or just themselves on a trip, and they want to save heaps of money and have a great time. All right, that's awesome. A, click the button below and let's get you started. If you're a B, then you're interested, you think it's pretty cool, but you've still got more questions. That's no worries. Press the button underneath you and let's get your questions answered. Or you're a C and this is not really for you, and that's fine. You don't need to worry about it. Thanks for coming on and checking us out. I'm sure we'll see you again. So if you want to get started or you got more questions, click the link below. Or no worries, we'll see you another time. So thank you so much, guys, for jumping on the call. Have a great day. Thank you.